Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Health Matters with Dr. Shritama Banerjee. Today, I shall be speaking on the topic Increase your BMR, not your BMI. Although the words BMR and BMI sound very similar, they are two completely different things. Coming to BMR first. What is BMR? BMR is basal metabolic rate. It is the minimum amount of calories the body needs to burn in order to keep all the essential body organs functioning properly while a person is at a state of complete physical and mental rest. So, if a person has higher BMR, that is, it means that the person burns more calories even when he or she is at rest. If the person has lower BMR, that means the person burns less calories at the state of rest. So, we realize that if a person has higher BMR, then even at a state of rest, he or she burns more calories. So that is better. A person with a higher BMR will find it easier to lose weight because he or she burns more calories even while at rest. So even while the person is resting, that is, he or she is not doing any form of exercise, even at that point of time, he or she will keep on burning calories, keep on using up energy. So, it is easier for a person with a higher BMR to lose weight. And coming to what is BMI? BMI is body mass index. That is, it is as per the WHO or the World Health Organization, BMI is a weight to height ratio. That is, we get BMI by uh, dividing the weight of the person in kilograms by the square of the height of the person in meters. So, by means of calculating the BMI, we can classify a person as underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese. Now, if the person has BMI less than 18.5, then the person is underweight. If the person has BMI 18.5 to 24.9, then the person has normal weight. If the person has BMI greater than or equal to 25, then the person is overweight. And if the person has BMI of greater than or equal to 30, then the person is obese. Now, why is it important to classify a person as overweight or obese or underweight? All these classifications. Why is this important? This is important because overweight persons and obese persons are more prone to develop serious diseases. For example, if a person is overweight, that is, he or she has BMI greater than equal to 25, then he or she is at a greater risk of developing non communicable diseases like diabetes, heart diseases, for example, coronary artery diseases leading to atherosclerosis, then myocardial infarction or heart attack, stroke, also diseases like gallbladder diseases, and also diseases like cancer. And if a person is obese, that is, he or she has BMI greater than equal to 30, then all these non communicable diseases, which I mentioned right now, the person is at a much higher risk of developing all these non communicable diseases. And due to these diseases, the person may have premature death if the person is obese. So, we have to lose weight. So, for that, we have to increase our metabolism. That is, we have to increase our basal metabolic rate. We have to increase our BMR. if we want to lose weight. Now, if we go for cardio exercises, then obviously it is very helpful for losing weight. But also, if we go for increasing our metabolism, then even when we are at rest, the body keeps on burning weight. That is, it keeps on consuming energy, it keeps on burning calories. And if we burn calories, then obviously we are going to lose weight. So, this is the reason increasing your BMR is so important if you want to lose weight. Now, what are the methods that you need to adopt in order to increase your BMR, your basal metabolic rate? Number one, you have to do, you have to increase your lean muscle mass. That is, you have to build up muscle mass. Now, how are you going to do that? In order to do that, you have to do strength training. Now, strength training, one of the very important ways in which you can do strength training is weightlifting. That is, if you go to the gym and lift weights, obviously you have to start with lower weights, and then as you can tolerate more, then you can take more. But you must always practice uh, exercise in the gym, any kind of exercise, under the supervision of a proper, experienced, and qualified trainer, not otherwise. And even if you don't want to go to the gym, or if you don't uh, have a gym nearby, you can use your own body weight to do strength training. How? You can do push ups in modern exercise terms, you can do push ups. In the traditional system of yoga, which is aligned with the Indian culture. It is thousands of years old. It has originated from India. So, push ups, the Indian version of push up is dand. There are several types of dand postures which you can do, in which you use your own body weight. You lift up your own body weight, and thereby you do weight training, strength training. So, why is increasing your lean muscle mass so important in order to increase your BMR? It is important because fat burns some quantity of calories at rest, but muscle tissue burns a greater amount of energy at rest than fat. So, if you have more muscle in your body, then your body, even in the resting position, is going to burn a greater amount of energy, greater amount of calories than a fatty person at rest. So, it is easier to lose weight if you have more lean muscle mass. And nextly, if you want to increase your BMI, your BMR, sorry, if you want to increase your BMR, the next thing you have to do is that you have to ensure that you have a balanced diet which contains adequate quantity of proteins. Why? Because protein is the bodybuilding nutrient, and protein is the nutrient which is going to help to increase the muscle. It is going to uh, be the building block, the building constituent of the muscle, as well as it is going to help in repairing of the worn and torn damaged muscle. So, protein quantity has to be adequate in your diet. You don't have to necessarily take any protein supplements. In fact, it is better that you don't take supplements. You take natural protein diets. You take lean meat like chicken. You take fish. Fish is a very good type of protein. It has a lot of omega 3 fatty acids as well. Omega 3 is a fatty acid, it is a type of fat, it is not a protein. However, omega 3 is very good for your heart, it is very good for your brain, and it has a lot of other benefits as well. So, fish protein is a very healthy type of protein, and eggs are also healthy types of protein. Apart from that, you can take secondary proteins from pulses, dal, and other proteins as well. So, this was it. And also, you have to adopt some lifestyle changes. For example, you have to have adequate amount of sleep every night. Adequate sleep means 7 to 9 hours of sleep and each night, and you have to stay hydrated and you have to remain stress free. So concluding, what we have to do is we have to increase our BMR, increase our basal metabolic rate, and decrease our BMI, decrease our body mass index. So these are inversely proportional to each other. So if you increase your basal metabolic rate, automatically you will lose weight much more easily, and thereby your BMI, your body mass index, will automatically decrease. So this was my topic for today, and I shall meet you again on my next video. For the time being, stay healthy, stay happy, and goodbye.